Today, we are focusing on social practices of communication and communities. To start with the topic, we must at first deal with the basic theory behind the social perspective on communication. The basic theory refers to social constructionism. To put it simply, it means that our knowledge and social norms are constructed in social practices. In other words, what is seen as expected may have cultural variation. The most important social practices in communication are representations, discourses, registers, frames, and rituals. The term representation means that something is represented. Whenever we describe or evaluate something, we are representing it. We can take numerous viewpoints on the same thing. Discourse is a common term in communication studies. At the basic level, we can see it as a way of speaking about things. Discourses are tied with institutions. In media panels, participants use discourses based on their cultural and social backgrounds. By register, we mean a way of speaking in different situations of life. In working life, people often need to choose a formal register, whereas at home, people use more informal register. Frame refers to a way of taking a positive or negative view on things. From a certain perspective, a thing may look positive, while from another, it looks negative. In terms of language use, framing involves evaluation. Rituals are recurring social habits by which people show their obedience to the unwritten norms of community. For instance, liking a social media post of a company has become a ritual of promoting their brand. From social practices, we finally end up with social units. There are three kinds of these: group, crowd, and community. Group means that people are working for the same goal. The basic example is teamwork, such as school group work. Group's existence is based on external instructions or assignment, which makes group a temporary unit. Crowd means that people do not form any social ties with one another, but they participate in communication through similar social practices. That is called mass behavior. Some researchers see social media platforms as typical contexts for crowds. Finally, community means that people form social ties through social practices. Community involves social commitment that is typically more than temporary. A family or a group of good friends are traditional examples of communities. However, communities do not always call for physical contact. For instance, followers of the same social media influencer may form a community that involves commitment, such as shared values. That is more than just posting a random comment.